y'all? It's Law Growth and Knowledge back at it with another lesson. Like always, before I start my lesson, I would like to send out the peace and positive energy onto the gods and the goddesses and thank them for raising their vibrations and seeing past the physical and realizing that they are more than what they thought they was. Uh, I would also like to send peace and positive energy onto the human beings that don't see color, only see vibration, because everything is energy. Color, color is not the biggest thing that your oppressors fear. Is who you are inside. So, all the human beings that see past color and see energy and see vibration, I would like to send peace, positive energy onto them, and also, most importantly, peace and positive energy onto the ancestors. Most importantly, because without them, none of this would be possible. Um, I like to send the deepest of cosmic love and positive energy on to them and tell them respectfully, Ashe, to the ancestors. And I would also like to send peace and positive energy onto the land. Uh, Also, peace and positive energy and cosmic love onto the land. Because we know that we are connected to the land and connected to the planet. So we shall always send out the most positive intentions onto the land because we know that we are connected to it and we created it. That's our creation. You that great to where you created this land. You created the planet. You created the whole realm and other realms. Um, and to the lost souls and the souls that are vibrating at a lower state of intent, uh, I would like to send peace and positive energy onto them as well. Deepest of cosmic love and tell them also, I'll say. And once again, peace of the ancestors, peace of the planet. So tonight I'm gonna be talking about water. Right? I'm gonna be talking about the element of water. Now, the element of water. Oh, okay. So water was the first element created, right? The reason why water was the first element created because the female the the the, the divine feminine energy was the first energy here on the planet. Before there were such things as men or guys or boys, it was all females. Everything on the planet was just feminine energy, right? If you don't believe that, I mean, just go outside in nature and you will see the feminine aura that you get from being outside. I mean, your fruits and your vegetables, that's all feminine. You know, your insects that's outside, that's all feminine. That's all a feminine creation, right? Remember, I told you the story about how the sun was created. Atum created the sun so the sun can be in alignment with with the planet, could be in alignment like with the feminine energy. This is why Atum gave the planet a sun, because the sun is fire and the sun is masculine energy, right? And then you gotta understand that the masculine energy is above. Right? We are as above, so we lead, right? You gotta understand alchemy too. Understand alchemy symbols and shit. They show you a picture of lead, and you will see a top leading at the top. Then you see some up under trying to latch on to the one that's at the top, right? So that will be the feminine at the bottom, latching on to the masculine at the top, right? So uh, you gotta understand that the females was the first creators, right? They were the first creators. They was here first. This is why society wants to dumb down our women so badly, because they know that they are the divine creators. You ever heard black woman is God, black woman is God? Yeah, that's true. That's a very true fact. Black woman is God. The only way you can get into this realm is through your mother's vagina. That's the only way you can get into this realm. Without the vagina, you can't get into the realm. Because you gotta remember, a woman's vagina is a portal, and that portal connects directly to the cosmetic realms. Connects directly. So when you look at a vagina, that's cosmic. That connects back to where you came from, the cosmos. And our souls and spirits manifests ourselves into that. And then that's how we come out. Right? The feminine energy. So if we get more into alchemy, right? Like I was just talking about, as above, so below. The female is below, right? Water is below. And the reason why water will be below, because you got to think on the essence of the ocean. The ocean is a liquid, but it's in a solid form. Remember, they tell you that all oceans is connected. So basically, all oceans being connected, that will make one whole big ass ocean. One big ass ocean. And that's a divine feminine energy in that ocean. That's why you hear about mermaids, yeah. Cause mermaids is in the ocean to protect the creatures in the ocean. Right? So that's divine feminine energy in that ocean. Divine feminine. Powerful. Very, 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 very powerful. They're the reason why you have something called hurricanes and all that shit. And the reason why they, be starting these hurricanes is because they be trying to fuck with the ocean. Like, people like the Navy and shit, they be trying to fuck with the ocean. Right? Because their ass shouldn't even be out there. Right? You got to understand the power of water. Right? You got to understand the power of it. So I said, water is a liquid, but it's kept in a solid form. Right? So it being in a solid form, it will be below. Right? So this is why the female is below and the man is above. Because like fire go up in flames, air could go up. You start from the bottom all the way to the top. I told you about that. Air is above, fire is above, earth is below, water is below. Right? So the female being below, that does not mean that she is less than the man. She's already as above because she is the first creator. But she created the man to be the provider, the protector, the leader, be the teacher. Right? Because you got to remember, we are feminine energy just in the masculine frame. This is why you are made of what? If you a man, you are made of what? You are made of water as well, yes. What you think your semen is, that's water you letting out. Because remember, you made of solids, liquids, and gases. When you let that nut out, yeah, that's water. So why it come out like that? That's water. But it's a difference from how the man made and then how the women made. They made off of all straight water. Straight water. Right? But like I said, they are below, not because they are less, but they are the first creators. So by them being the first creators, they like, all right, we don't need to be above, we'll be below. And we'll allow you to take 4 elements and we keep 1. Because the 4 elements we have, the masculine energy, we have fire, air, earth, Fire, air, earth, and spirit. Right? Those are masculine elements. Now, the female, they are made of those elements too, but those elements is more masculine. You have to understand, like alchemy, you got to understand science more to understand how those elements are masculine, right? But that's what they let us do. They let us take 4 elements and they kept one to themselves. Because they don't need to take all them elements. All they need is one. Because they are the first creators. Alright? So you have to really understand the power of water, right? A lot of people may not understand that water is a powerful being, right? You may look at water and think that's just some shit you can drink or you can wash your ass with, but that's a whole supreme being, and that's feminine energy. Why do you think that water is the only liquid that you should drink? Because that's the only liquid that should be in your body. You shouldn't even be drinking all this other bullshit. That's the only liquid that should be in your body. That's the only liquid that can heal you. Water will never cure you, it will always heal you. Water is very soft. And if you understand water, it's very loving. And that's the feminine energy. That's the X chromosome. A lot of women don't even realize why they are the way they are, and why they shit always shooting out, water. No, they don't even realize it. But that's the way they made it be. Because that's them. They are water. We are water as well. If you think about how society treats the element of water, look what they do to it. They put fluoride in the water. Right? They put fluoride in it. Damage the water. I mean, think about it. They damage the water. It's not just something that's here on the earth. That's energy. They damage our water. Right? You gotta understand, a lot of water you drink ain't even natural water. Not even natural alkalining water. Now the water that comes out of them, that's natural. That's natural water. Yeah, when a woman squirt and all that, yeah, that's natural. That's natural water. That's natural. You may not want to believe that, but that's natural water. Because it's coming from them. They created it, so anything out of them would be natural. You can't fuck with that shit, nah. So anything that come out of the goddess, anything that come out of her is natural. Anything. So now you gotta realize and understand, okay, anything that comes from the goddess is natural. Anything that is man-made that didn't come from her is unnatural or unnatural. I mean, say, yeah, unnatural. Yeah. A lot of water, lot of water, a lot of water they give you, the water you shower with, all that shit, that is not real water. That's not real water. And the reason why they don't give you real water, the water you should get, is because they don't want you to be exposed to something that's natural, something that's really you. They don't want that because they know who you really are, right? They know who the goddesses really are. So they don't want nothing natural hitting you. Nothing natural, because if water, natural water, hit your body, that shit go down there, wake you up. To where it fuck around and activate your light body. Just from the energy from it. Because that shit is natural. Now, you drinking this nasty ass fluoridated water, it ain't gonna do nothing to you. That's why they tell you gotta leave fluoride alone, fluoride water alone, because the fluoride water closes your third eye, closes your pineal gland, right? And your pineal gland is responsible for you seeing past the physical. It's responsible for you being woke, what they would call woke. You know, it's responsible for you being woke to what the fuck is going on around your planet, right? So they know, like I said, they know that water is powerful, and then they know who you are. They know if you getting anything natural inside of you, your ass gonna wake up. So that's why I said, that's why they gotta fluoridate your water. That's why they gotta do that. You gotta understand the power of water. Cause anything natural hit your body, they know it's a wrap. Anything natural that comes from you or comes from the divine feminine energy hit your body, your light body, it's gonna activate you. And you gonna go into a whole nother deeper state, into the God within you. Whole nother deeper state. They got all of these water brands. Ice Mountain. Uh what's the other one called? You got Ice Mountain, Dasani, uh what's the other one? What's the Nestle? I think it's called Nestle water. Uh I forgot the other ones. Well, Fiji, right? You got Fiji, Dasani, Nestle. Then you got all type of other water brands. Now, here's the thing about it that people never paid attention to. People claim they so woke, but you never paid attention. If water is the most natural thing on the planet, and it's something that we need because it keeps us hydrated, it keeps our energy up, why the fuck we need all these different water brands? If water itself is the natural healer. Water is our healer. Because you got to understand, if we don't have water on the planet will be dead. You got to have water. People say, without the sun, we'd be dead. No, nigga, without water, we would be dead. Because that plays a part in oxygen. All that shit play a part. Right? So, you will be like, all right. Because you know how we are. We be like, all right. Because, motherfuckers start doing the pH level balancing what water is alkaline and what what water is an acid, right? So people like, okay, Dasani, that's bad water. Okay, uh, this water bad, this water bad, this water bad. Oh, but Fiji, that's natural spring alkalining water. Like, all right, well, why the fuck is Fiji the most purest, freshest alkalining water, and all these other waters ain't? What's up with that? I have drunk a lot of fluoridated water. If you real shit, no bullshit. If you get a bottle, like go a regular store, get some bullshit water that ain't alkaline, pour that motherfucker in the glass, you gonna fuck around and see bubbles in that motherfucker. You gonna see bubbles. Right? And it damn near, you look at the glass long enough, the water look dirty. Now something should be ringing in your motherfucking mind. Like, wait a minute. Water is what, like I said, water is what we need. This is what we need to survive. It gives us the hydration to have the energy. It gives us what we need, or the electrolytes, all that shit. Why the fuck are they poisoning our water? Right? Because we all know they poisoning our water. If you living under a fucking rock, you know they poisoning the water. They do it every day. Why are they poisoning your water? Because they know the power of water. They know what water really does to you. Right? You know how we be, when we get sick and all that shit and stomach start hurting. Certain motherfuckers can have a yeast infection because you're not drinking enough water. Right? This for the goddesses. The reason why you may be having infections down there, that motherfucker may be itching because you ain't drinking enough water. You're not drinking who you are. That's a fact. Right? Because you gotta understand, drinking pop and shit, that's an acid. That's not a natural liquid, that's an acid. So by you drinking nothing but an acid, all that's gonna do is turn your whole body into a fucking garbage disposal. To where you will eventually grow and have probably a bit of an older to you because of what you are consuming. And it will make your whole body shut down, make your whole immune system shut down because of what you drinking. You drinking nothing but an acid, and then you eating acid foods on top of that. Right? So for the goddesses, y'all need to drink more water than we do because that's who you are. You need to drink more water than we do. And a lot of black goddesses don't drink a lot of water. And be wondering why you may have a problem down there. But yeah, because you're not drinking water. Then you start drinking water and not fucking with the pop and the juice and all that other shit. Then you start noticing the difference on how cleansed you feel. Everything down there smell good. You feel good, yeah, because you drinking what you are. And then if you drinking something that's alkaline, like Fiji, some shit like that, yeah, it's gonna heal you because that's what you are. You gotta understand who you are. Why you think that we tell you, right? We tell you, anciently, your ancestors, we never really ate like that, right? You may not believe it, but we never really ate like that. All we did was drink water, right? All we did was drink water and get sunlight, and that's all we needed. Cause remember, uh the sunlight sends off what? Photosynthesis. Right, photosynthesis is basically when the energy from the sun basically activates certain shit on the planet, like far as plants and shit. Now your body is made of plants, so we being in the sun, the energy from the sun is activating us. You feel me? Hitting our crown chakras and shit, activate our light bodies even more. And then we drinking water on top of that, so we all the way in our natural flow, in our natural state of enlightenment, right? Because we just beings of energy. We're not the physical. We just beings of energy, so we never needed any food to feed us because we're not even built to be fed by anything physical. You see what I'm saying? We built to be fed by energy, by life force, matter, because that's who we are, right? So anciently, it was never no drinking no Pepsi, Coca-Cola, eating all this bullshit, all that shit. It was never none of that. Water and sunlight. That's all we did, was get water and sunlight and do other things on the planet. That's what we did. Never needed no other shit. Right? They tell you Gatorade. No, we didn't even need no Gatorade. Cause Gatorade ain't nothing but fucking water that's diluted with some bullshit. Just to make something taste good, cause motherfuckers can't drink regular water because it don't taste like nothing. You see what I'm saying? That's also what they have done in your mind as well. You can't even drink regular water because they don't got no fucking taste to it. It don't need to have a taste. It ain't about the taste, nigga. It's what it's doing to your body. See, that's another thing. They have made you come to the point where you looking for taste. Yeah, it tastes good, but is it good for you? Is it healing you? That's the thing you have to ask yourself. Because if you are damaging your body continuously every single day, damaging your body, and you seeing that your body is having a negative reaction to what you are putting in it, you have to realize that what you are consuming is not good and was never good at all. Because now it's affecting your temper. Now it's affecting who you are. Right? Now it's affecting who you are. And that was one of their main, your oppressors, that was one of their main ingredients into how they started to fuck you over, is by fucking with the water, the most powerful source of life force on the rim. They start fucking with your water, uh, making it fluoridated. Right? And then they put it in a plastic bottle. You shouldn't even be drinking out of plastic. Right? Because plastic not even good for you. It's made out of phthalates, which is a amino acid. What they would like to call it. Right? And then if you leave a water bottle in the sunlight, what's gonna happen is the heat from the sun is gonna make the plastic start to melt, and then the chemicals from the plastic gonna start melting off into the water. Then it's gonna poison the water even more. It ain't gonna kill you, but it's gonna make you very, 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 very sick. See, that's what they don't tell you. They don't tell you about that. That's the that's the main thing they want to damage is the water because they know the power in the water. They know the power. What Bruce Lee tell you? He told you be water, right? Reason why he told you be water because he understood that the power in water is a power that cannot be taken advantage of by anything or anybody. That's the greatest power is water because it's feminine. The feminine energy is the most powerful energy on the planet because they are the first creators. That's why when a woman gets angry, it has a different type of vibe to it when a woman gets angry. Besides when a man get angry, when a man get angry, that's normal. That's some normal shit. Cause we, a lot of us, we just be angry anyway. Cause we, everybody want to be a tough guy and all that shit. But when a woman gets angry, and if she is angered over something that's has to do with the way they do on her planet, when she get angry, it's gonna affect the whole planet to where the more angry she get, the more the planet will get angry with her, right? And she could fuck around and start a whole earthquake. Just based off her intent and what she angry about, because she is the creator of the planet. So when she is bothered, the whole planet gonna be bothered, because she is the first creator. Right? So when she bothered, the whole planet gets bothered. Everybody gonna feel it. That's why you be seeing these tsunamis and all that shit. You like, damn, what's going on? Because the divine feminine energy is bothered by the way they are treating her planet. She's bothered. She ain't cool with it. She don't like that you keep coming into her ocean, which is her world, right? Because when you go into the ocean and you far away from the solid form relating to the planet, now you're in her world. Now you got to deal with her. It ain't you and the man on the other side. It's you and that powerful woman on the other side. Now it's just you and her. Now y'all out there together. The most scariest thing to a human is not even knowing that, oh, I'm in this plane probably about to crash, and we gonna die. The scariest thing to a human being is being in the ocean alone, with no boat, no life jacket, none of that. Being in the ocean alone is the scariest thing to a human, because you know that there's something powerful about the ocean, and you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen in the ocean. You don't know if it's gonna be a shark in there. You don't know what you may. I don't know. You may think you may see a mermaid. You don't know what's gonna happen. That's the scariest thing to a human is being lost in the ocean. Cause like I said, you don't know what's gonna happen. And the ocean has a soul to it. The ocean sees your intent. That divine feminine energy, it sees your intent. So if you out there on some bullshit, you gonna get your ass handed to you. You remember the movie, what was the movie called? Uh, well, Mark Wahlberg, what was it called? The Perfect Storm. I think that's what it was called. The Perfect Storm. Y'all remember they was out there fishing and shit, or trying to get some crab and all that old shit, and they got caught in a hurricane in the middle of the ocean. That ocean whooped their ass. Had the boat turning upside down and shit. Was whooping they ass. The ocean was whooping they ass. The ocean. It wasn't no guns. It wasn't no flaming bombs being thrown at. It was the ocean. Was whooping they ass. And the reason why the ocean was whooping they ass because what the fuck they was out there to do? They was trying to hurt her babies, hurt her creations, hurt the fishes, the crabs, right? They was out there trying to hurt her creation, and she didn't like that, so she retaliated. She like, all right, you motherfuckers out here, y'all wanna do y'all little fishing and then send it back for other people to eat, and all right, well this gonna be your last go round. You ain't going back home. Right? You move. They sent the helicopter. The helicopter got caught up in the shit. They died too. That motherfucker blew up. Blew up. And the divine feminine energy was doing all that. Because they was trying to hurt the ocean and she wasn't cool with it no more. That's what I said. So when the divine feminine energy, when that water retaliates, it's over with. The whole planet gonna wake up. You won't be able to survive. This is why they treat water the way they do, because they know the power within water. They know the power that the goddesses have. That's why they have to damage them mentally so much. Because they know their power. They know their power. Yes, the masculine energy, the fire, the Y chromosome, yeah, we have the power too. But our power is nowhere near as powerful as their power is. Ain't nowhere near. Nowhere near. And that, that's a fact. They have a power that cannot be damaged. Right? They have a power that is out of this world. And any goddess that remembers her power and know how to use her power, she can fuck up the whole planet. She could fuck up the whole white America, the whole system. She could fuck everything up around here. Everything up. If she tapped back into that power. Fuck up the whole planet. Alright? So, um, understanding understanding the power of water, you gotta understand what water can really do. You move her in the other movie, 2012. when they was, everybody was talking about the world coming to an end. You remember every country that was getting eradicated, it was all being drugged into the ocean. Right? Every country or every state, it all was taken away by the ocean. The fire, the fire, the fire did the beginning, but the ocean is what wiped it all away. Wiped everything away. It wasn't even really the fire that really was getting rid of it. If you watch it, it was really the ocean that was wiping everything away. The fire just was helping a little bit, move the little fireballs that was hitting the air. But it was the ocean that was wiping everything away. Everything. Now remember, like I told you, you people gotta realize you shouldn't even go into the ocean. Our oppressors, they should not even go into the ocean. The ocean was never meant for people to go in it in the first place. That's why when a lot of people go into the ocean, a lot of them come up missing. The reason why they come up missing is because you wasn't supposed to be out there in the first place. You wasn't supposed to be out there. Now we could go out there because we are connected to it. But if you are not connected to that and you going out there trying to do some other shit, something bad may happen to you because you shouldn't be out there. Right? You talk about the Bermuda Triangle, right? The Bermuda Triangle is basically like a portal underneath the water. And anybody that try to go around the Bermuda Triangle, they get what? They get sucked into that motherfucker and they fuck around and die. Right? That just letting you know right there the power of water, but it's also letting you know that it's something about that Bermuda Triangle that a lot of motherfuckers is not telling you about. So basically, if I was a Caucasian or anybody that's not made of carbon, I would see that and be like, yeah, I'm not fucking with the ocean in generally because I don't know what the fuck I'm in for, right? But you got people out here that think they smart and think they know something and will still try their luck and get their ass whooped. Because they didn't realize that I'm not just fucking with something that's here, that's God's creation. I'm fucking with an energy, with a whole being, with a person. Right? I'm fucking with a whole person. This is not just some any old thing. This is a whole supreme being, a whole deity, or what they would call it, a whole deity. I'm fucking with. Right? A lot of people don't seem to get it, and that's why they be getting fucked up by doing shit like that. All right? A lot of people get fucked up by doing shit like that. Now, going back to what I talked about how they poison, how they poison the water, right? You don't realize You don't realize that these oceans and shit, the water that's in these oceans, that's natural water too. You can actually really drink that water that's in the ocean. Because it's not, I mean, you will probably disagree, but you can because I mean, they can't really damage, they can't pit, nothing in the water. They can't pit no like bullshit in the ocean. That nigga, that'd take all day. That'd take years because it's one big ass ocean. So the water that's in the ocean, that's natural water that you really can drink. It won't make you sick. You can drink that. You can actually drink it. But if they saw you trying to uh they see you with some bottles and shit filling up your water from, they'll probably tell you can't do it. They'll tell you can't do it because that's natural motherfucking water. Right? Say you went overseas to Jamaica, they water be blue and all that. Yeah, you could drink that. Say they see you trying to fill up water from, they gonna say your ass hell no, you can't do that. That's illegal. That's against the rules. How is it against the rules? It's here. It's here for me to use it. Right? Why the fuck can't I use it? You don't own this. You didn't create this. So how the fuck you gonna tell me that I can't use this water to drink? I don't want to drink the bottled water. I want to drink some of this water. This water look good. I want to drink it. I want to see what the fuck gonna happen. And ain't nothing bad gonna happen, but they don't want you. They don't want you drinking. Right? They don't want you drinking because that's natural water. That's straight divine. That's straight divine feminine energy. Right in that ocean. And you don't even realize it. Now, as for like an indoor pool, hell no, you can't drink that. Hell no, because they pour shit in there. Hell no, you can't drink it. It's a difference. Because indoor water, that ain't real water either. Like, be in a hotel and be a little pool in there. Yeah, nigga, that ain't real water. That's some bullshit water. And you ain't even aware that's not real water. That's fluoridated water. The real water is in the ocean. That's real water. Think I'm think I'm bullshitting. Think I'm bullshitting. Why the fuck do we have a navy? Think of bullshit. Why do we have a navy? Cause the navy is there to fuck with the ocean. You be thinking the navy there to see if any missiles is being sent in from other military groups. No, they be fucking with shit in the ocean, blowing up certain shit. Cause like I told you, you shouldn't even fucking be in the ocean anyway. You shouldn't even be there. But they put they motherfuckers put themselves in the ocean, and then telling you, oh, they out there trying to protect, protect, protect the United States. So nothing coming in. No, y'all niggas out there fucking with the ocean. That's what you really out there doing. Cause you shouldn't be out there. You don't need to be out there. You don't even have to be out there. Ain't nobody sending no motherfucking missiles, man. And any missile that would be sent or or try to attempt to be sent, that motherfucker ain't gonna make it. That motherfucker ain't gonna make it. The goddess, she gonna blow that motherfucker up herself, nigga. It ain't gonna make it. Right? But they got you thinking they out there working, doing something. They ain't out there doing shit. You may fuck around and be underwater. You might fuck around, see a crystal. A real life crystal that was created by these uh black gods or goddesses at one point in time. May see that underwater. And they probably have seen something too, but never have told the public. Kept it hidden. Alright? Have kept the shit hidden. And have never told you what they had discovered underneath the ocean. Nobody should be out there. Cause that's a whole life, that's a whole nother being you dealing with. A whole nother being, a whole nother God you dealing with. Now think of fire. What is the only thing that can put fire out? Water. The only thing that can put out fire is water. And the reason why the only thing that can put out fire is water is because water is the one that created the fire. So she is the only one that knows how to put out that fire. This is why the feminine energy and the masculine energy is so powerful when they are together. You put fire and water together, that is the most powerful energy of all. Right? This is why I've taught about the masculine energy and feminine energy, you know, the yin and the yang and all that. You know, talking about homosexuality. We never, you know, did any uh, male with male or woman with woman. We never did that. That never came from us. You know, you hear stories about the Egyptians like we never did no shit like that. That's some bullshit they made up. That was like the Sumerians and shit. Them was the niggas, you know, doing the bullshit. We was never doing that shit. Right? The reason why we never dated or had sex or married the same sex because that was not matter. A woman with a woman, that's not matter. You can't have a baby with two women. That's two X chromosomes. That's two vaginas. You can't. Oh, she can't shoot no motherfucking. You know what I mean? No sperm in her and give her. Nah, she don't got that. Two men, can't have a baby. You need a vagina. You need water. That's the only way. That's the only way you gonna have a baby. You have to have that water. You gotta have that X chromosome. So two men can't do nothing. You basically just fucking with matter, right? And we understood that you need the X chromosome and the Y chromosome. That's what you need. So this is why, right? And then you know that's magnetism as well. You know, so this is why it was always female and male because that's matter. That's the most powerful energy on the planet. That water and that fire. This is why, like, you know, you got to understand martial arts, the ancient practice of martial arts. That's what that was about. Learning, learning the phases of matter. Learning, okay, water, energy, water, energy, water, energy, water, energy. Learning shit like that, right? Because for you to even understand martial arts, you gotta understand the elements. And that first element you're gonna have to understand is water. Cause that is the first supreme God. That's the first supreme knowledge. So you have to understand the knowledge of water. You have to understand the power of water. Brother Bobby Hemmett spoke on how you don't become conscious until you hit your heart chakra, right? The reason why he said you don't become conscious until you activate your heart chakra is because now you activate your heart chakra, now you are in alignment with the female energy and the masculine energy. So now you in alignment with both energies now. Because when you start off, you got your root, your sacral, your solar plex, that's masculine. Your sacral, your solar plex, that's masculine energy. But then when you hit your heart and you learn how to balance the heart, now you have united. So now you have balanced that water in you, and now you balance that fire in you. So now you two halves. Now you water, fire now. Now you two halves. Now you a cold motherfucker now, cause now you didn't understood the power and balancing the two most powerful energies you can balance, or elements you can balance. Right? Because once you have the feminine combined with the masculine, that's the highest state of knowledge. That's the highest state of consciousness. The highest state. That's knowledge. Female energy, masculine energy, that's knowledge. If you understand it, that's knowledge. Right? So this is why, I always say you gotta know who you are. You gotta remember who you are. Understand your power. Specifically for the women, you gotta understand your power. We not Us men, we not less powerful than you are. No, we powerful as well. But your power, like I have stated, your power is a little bit more effective than ours is, because you was here first. All right. We took after the orders that you gave on to us. Right? You told us to be fruitful and multiply. So that's why Adam went out and created the sun. He multiplied. He gave the planet a whole new light, a whole new change, which is fire. All right. But he had to do that because that's what he was told to do by the divine feminine energy. We have to listen to the divine feminine energy. They are the ones we take the orders from. This is why I told you the masculine energy. This is why we are the way we are over the females. That's why we protective. We don't want nothing to happen to them. We don't want nobody saying nothing to them, right? Because that's how we are naturally supposed to be. That's your creator. So you should respect and honor your creator. This is why a young man is more attracted or more loving to his mother, because his mother is who birthed him out. Yes, the father contributed to that seed growing, but the mother is the one that pushed him out. Right? So that baby, that little boy, he's gonna be more attracted to his mother because his mother is the one that brought him into this world. Right? That's why us men, that's why we are like that towards our mothers. That's why we love them so much. Because not only, okay, well, that's my mother, I'm supposed to love her. No, we know the power of our mothers. We know the power. That's why man, I want to take care of my mother. I want to buy my mother a house. Right, you want to honor your mother. That's what you want to do. That's what you are supposed to do. You're supposed to honor her. You're supposed to honor her for being a divine creator. You have to honor her for being able to carry you in her stomach for 9 months. Right? We know that 9 is the number of completion. So she had to carry you for 9 months. Then after you was ready to come out, then she birthed you out. Went through all the pain, went through all the suffering, but she never complained because you are her baby, you are her child. She wanted you in this world, so she went through the pain, she went through the suffering. There's no love more powerful or more effective than a mother's love for her son. Because a mother's love for her son is very unconditional. It's not fake. It's not, you know, manipulating or conniving. It's real love. That's why you be grown to the motherfucker. Your mother's still trying to damn near control your life, or, you know, trying to see what you're doing. Are you alright? You safe? You got some money? You around? You know, people that want the best for you. All that because you know she's your mother. She cares for you. She created you. So by her creating you, she has to make sure that her creation is in the best position that it can be in. Gotta make sure that her creation is safe. That's why she gotta check on you. She gotta make sure you good. Right? Now we love our fathers as well. Yeah, we love our fathers. But we don't love our fathers as much as we love our mothers. That's just a fact. That's you can say that's a scientific fact. We love our mothers more than we love our fathers. Right? Because when you go to your mother, it's always a softer type of a response that you get. Composed to your father always gave you an aggressive reaction, a reaction that you really don't want to hear. But your mother is more softer, right? When you are youngin' and you start feeling yourself, and you start testing your father, your mother is the one that stands up for you. No, you ain't about to hit my son, right? That's what she do. She gonna protect you. I created him, so I'm gonna protect him. I'm gonna protect my creation. But when you grow to a point to where you disrespect your mother, you basically are doing a very, 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 very dangerous thing. Because not only are you disrespecting your mother, you disrespecting your creator. You disrespecting the first God. And also you disrespecting the part of yourself because we are the same. I'm created out of your image. So I'm disrespecting her, I'm disrespecting myself. I show hatred towards a woman, I'm showing hatred towards myself. I disrespect a woman, disrespecting myself. I call her a bitch, that's why I think about myself. Right? So water is the most, because you gotta understand the cosmos is made out of water as well. And cosmos is made out of water, fire, spirit, all that. Right? But water water is the most powerful energy because it's the first creator. Like I said. This is why this is why if we get into religion, Jesus never really gave gave a respect or honoring towards the woman. It was all about Jesus. It was all about the man. Right? Because then when he showed certain women was prostitutes. So certain women was not even doing anything that was good anyway. They was out here selling their bodies. All right, they told you it was a man's world. They told you that a man created everything when it was really a woman. Easter is really the day of a woman, Ishtar. It's a day celebrating fertility, life, creation. Right? You see how they manipulated everything that is about the woman. They manipulated everything because they don't want you to know that the woman is the true divine power. That's why every movie you watch, damn near every movie you watch, what is every woman doing? Every woman in there fucking. You won't get not one movie where a woman is powerful. She ain't doing no bullshit to be a woman. She just, she doing her shit. You ain't gonna see a movie like that because they don't want a woman to get that type of image of being that powerful, right? That's why they pit certain women here that dumb down the man, to try to use their bodies as being a prize. A real woman, a real divine goddess will never use her body as a prize. Your body is not a prize. Your body is the temple. It's not a prize. It's not something that you should just share with anybody because not everybody is meant to have a part of your body. Right? So this whole thing now about women using their bodies to get off, that's not natural divine feminine energy. That's not natural. Of a divine goddess will never do nothing like that. Never. But this is how they have dumbed our women down. They dumbed them down to where they don't respect themselves, nor do they respect the man. And the reason why they did that is because they understand the power of war, which is the feminine energy. So this is why a lot of women are the way they are. They so disrespectful. Everything about money, materialistic things with them because that's what society that's how society wants them to be. They don't want them to tap back into their power. They don't want that. They don't want them discovering their true power again. Right? A lot of women don't want to do polygamy because they think it's disrespectful to them. Well, not realizing the more the more females you got around you, the more they can charge you, and then you charge each other. Then you charging the man. All right, it ain't about the fucking part. It's just about what you are creating. You creating life. Uh you creating a generation of more kids to come into this room and create more with their kids with that. But you know, the women now, they don't see it that way. They see it as disrespect towards them. Right? And a divine woman anciently never would feel that way towards polygamy. They was cool with it, but now, like I said, they done dumbed us down to where a woman is not cool with that anymore. It's only a certain handful of women that's really cool with it. And if they is cool with it, it probably won't last that long because they start getting in their feelings. Because it's not all about them. Right? Right. Oh. For the goddesses, you gotta understand your power. Understand the power that you have. You are a very powerful being. Very, very, very powerful. Very magical. And once you tap into your true power, you will see the, the, the magic that you have. You will see that. You will realize it. Alright? You will see it and you will realize it. You're not a bitch, you're not a hoe, you're not a thought, you're not a slut, you're none of that. You are a supreme being. That's what you are. That's what you really are. But you have to see it and you have to realize it. You have to stop dumbing yourself down. You're not just an object. You're not just a body part. You're more than that. Way more than that. And as the gods, we gotta realize who they are as our creators. We have to realize that. We have to show a little bit more appreciation towards them. Don't just appreciate what they give you, right? Far as sex, don't just appreciate that. Appreciate who they are as a whole. Start noticing the power that they have besides just sex. You know, the power of uh, being the ones that cook and clean and making sure you got what you need. That's power. That's a woman at her righteous state. That's how women is really supposed to be. Right, but like I said, society dumbed them down. They don't even want to be like that no more. But that's naturally who you are. You don't have to do nothing. All you have to do is support your creation, which is the man. That's all you have to do as the woman. Support your creation. Motivate your creation. Don't look down upon him. Don't make him feel bad. Tap more into your power. Tap more into your magic. That's what you're supposed to do. Alright? That's what you are supposed to do. You know, so it's a lot, it's a lot of it's a lot of understanding. It's a lot of understanding to water. Like I said, a lot of wisdom to water. A lot of knowledge to water. It's a, you know, it's a lot to it. And I just sat here and explained to you about what water is about. Now, I just, you know, I explained it correctly of what water really is and what water really is about. But even though what I just told you, I want you to go do more research on water. Do more research on what water is about even more. Like, you know, because I told you it's below. Right? You get into alchemy, water will be below. Earth will be below. Fire will be above. Air will be above. Right? Remember why I told you why water is below. It don't need to be above. It can be below and allow the man to lead. Because that's how she created us to be. So that's why water is below. It's not above. Alright? The planet wouldn't be the way it is without water. We wouldn't be the way we are without water. We would not be the way we are without that water. If it wasn't from the feminine energy, that water, we wouldn't even been created. We would have never been created. Everything would have still been feminine. Right? So we have to give more honor. We have to give more appreciation. We have to give more power to our creator. Even when they don't know who they is and they even ignorant to themselves, we still have to understand. And if she real, and if she is a real goddess, real life goddess, we still have to respect her for what she did by creating you. All right, so you still gotta respect her. Period. All right. So, um, for the goddesses, understand who you are, understand your power. Like I said, understand your element, understand the element water. Because remember, that's the first element. That's the very first element. That element is what started it all. Right? The planet, other things on the planet took after the first element. Came, fire came after water. Right? And then fire came, then you got air, then you had earth, then you had spirit, which is electricity. But it all started from first on, the first one, water. That's where it all started from. Right, so that's what I said. Realize who you are, realize your power. Being that divine feminine energy, being that water, being that liquid. This is why the four phases of matter is solid, liquid, and gas. Liquid, water, gas, fire. Water and liquid, that's always going to be included into anything that's related to science, matter, chemistry. Water is always going to be in there. You can't erase water. You can't erase fire. You will never be able to erase the one that created it all. You will never be able to erase that. They tried to erase our divine creators. They tried to erase them and make it like it's all a man world and the man is the one that did all this. But now the truth has came out and now people realize now. You got certain people that don't believe it. You're right. You know, because they ignorant to themselves and they don't want to believe that feminine energy can be that powerful because they just stuck on, oh, I'm a man, I'm more masculine, I'm more stronger. Right, so that means I'm the one that created. Right, yeah, she created your ass to be strong to protect her, motherfucker. That's why she created you to be stronger. She didn't create you just to be strong, just to be strong. So you can just roll over anybody and feel like you better. No, she created you to be stronger for a fucking reason. Alright? For a reason. She created you to be where you are for a reason. Stronger for a reason. Intelligent for a reason. The provider for a reason. That's why she rely on you. When something go wrong or somebody says something to her, she comes to you. You are the one that's supposed to protect her. Make sure that nothing happens to her. That's why when you see a woman, you know, that get hit on by a man, it's like, damn, that's fucked up. Like, damn. It's fucked up to see. Because that's something that shouldn't happen. Because they are not strong enough to fight us back. One uppercut to them, you gonna knock them the fuck out because they're not physically built to sustain a masculine type of uh, type of punch. Right? They're not built to sustain shit like that. So that's why it look fucked up when you be seeing it. Oh, that nigga, bitch ass nigga, he did that nigga a hoe. Yeah, he ain't supposed to be doing that. But the reason why he doing that is because he don't understand his career. That's why he doing that. He in his mind, oh, I'm stronger. She can't do nothing to me. Right? He ignorant to himself. Right? He ignorant to himself. But it got to be a divine goddess that got to come out and remind him of his ignorance. Not saying her, I'm saying it has to be a divine goddess to remind him of his ignorance. And that would be the mother. The mother will be the one to remind him of his ignorance. You would never hit me as your mother, so why would you hit another woman? All right, that's when the divine feminine energy will have to step in and remind him of what the fuck he did that was wrong. Because you ain't supposed to do nothing like that. We protect them. We never hurt them nor disrespect them. Because they are our divine creators. But on the woman's side, for the female side, you have to respect your creation and being who you are because you manifested yourself. The goddesses, you manifested yourself. So you have to respect your body. Don't look at your body as just property. It's not just something that's here to be fucked with. It's more than that. So you gotta respect your body. You gotta respect yourself. Right? Respect, understand, and acknowledge who you really are. 'Cause who you really are is something that cannot be explained and cannot necessarily be taught by anybody. Um, yeah, like I said, remember your power, remember who you are. I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. This is Law Growth of Knowledge. Hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. You can go ahead and share this video with anybody you know, all that. Peace to the gods, peace to the ancestors, peace to the planet. Most importantly, um, hopefully you take this information into your soul and spirit, and hopefully this information allows you to go deeper within yourself. Um, I'm gonna probably be posting again probably later on tomorrow, posting some more things. So you stay tuned for that. Um, with that being said, law growth and knowledge. Y'all be safe out there. Peace and love to you. I'm out.